Welcome to Upari Gaming. Today I'm gonna unlock other companion, latest companion, Zerith-Var. And here I am on Reaper's March, and there is the person I have to talk to.
Ah, you received my summons. Good. I am Quincy of the Twilight Cantors, in service to Azura. Did you see the falling star? A sure sign from the mother of all Khajiit that someone is in great need. I am certain of it.
I didn't see a falling star.
It blazed with blue soul fire burning the sky as it fell toward Moonmont. The signs could not be more clear. I wanted to investigate, but High Cantor Viti forbade me.
If someone is in need of help, why won't they let you look? Why won't they let you look into it?
The tall Inquisitor here has need of the Twilight Cantors. Viti and I have been conscripted into service, and that service is elsewhere, apparently. But that is why I sent for you, so you could investigate. Surely Azura will reward your efforts.
All right, I'll investigate the star that fell near Moonmont.
Thank you, Walker. Watch for the spirit of a little cat. Azura often sends such messengers when the need is great. And do be careful. Rumor has it that Moonmont is overrun with Dromathra. May Azura keep the dark from ensnaring your spirit.
You really think I'll encounter the spirit of the cat?
Oh, I do indeed. I caught a glimpse of such a spirit to the south. But when I requested permission to investigate, Cantor Vidi refused to grant it. We Cantors have many songs describing such events. Another sign that someone needs help.
Could this cat spirit be a trick of some sort?
With those large, friendly eyes and the cutest little whiskers? No. Dark spirits like Dromathra take a different shape, and have for thousands of years. This is no trick of Namira. Find the spirit, and determine what must be done.
Tell me more about Dromathra.
When Khajiit in strife hear the drums of the bent dance, it means the void of Namira seeks to ensnare their souls. Twilight Cantors like myself can exorcise that darkness. But if we do not get there in time, or fail, the Khajiit become Dromathra.
What should I do if I encounter Dromathra at Moonmont?
Defend yourself. When you defeat Dromathra, they retreat to the void, Namira's plane of darkness. If you had a Twilight Cantor with you, we could banish their spirits permanently. But as much as I would like to accompany you, I am forbidden.
Can you tell me about the others with you?
High Cantor Viti and Inquisitor Sabinar. Certainly. You could talk to them yourself, but they have little patience for strangers.
Tell me about Inquisitor Sabanar.
I tried to get on his good side, Walker. I really did. He does not seem to have one. He is an Inquisitor of the Torval Curiata, the militant arm of those who uphold the Zerith-Var epiphany. As far as I can tell, he is very good at his job.
Riddle Tar, if whatever.
A tenet of faith that reveres the moon spirits, Joan and Jode. We Cantors instead are permitted to serve and follow Azura. Our songs are too valuable for us to be excluded from the faith.
Why are you helping the Inquisitor?
Refuse those who require our songs. Kes Cardesi, it is unthinkable. Yes, they force us into these uniforms and bestow our elders with fancy, high-ranking titles, and they keep us from wandering where we like. Still, they need our help.
Tell me about High Cantor Viti.
Oh, I am still getting used to such a formal title for her. I am her Sahida, her protege. In Viti, Azura's love and devotion takes a much more rigid form than other Twilight Cantors you may have met. But I value her guidance all the same.
Tell me more about Twilight Cantors.
Outsiders sometimes think of us as acolytes of Azura. Our devotion to her allows us to exorcise dark spirits through the art of song. When not on a mission, we wander where we like. Or we used to.
I know Adara High of the Twilight Cantors. Is she involved in this?
You were at the Temple of Seven Riddles, and you helped her with that exorcism in Black Heights, yes? Oh, Azura has definitely sent you to me. Our chief crier is on holy sabbatical. Viti endeavors to serve as a sort of leader in her stead.
You mentioned the spirit of little cat.
Oh, I do indeed. I caught a glimpse of such a spirit to the south. But when I requested permission to investigate, Cantor Viti refused to grant it. We Cantors have many songs describing such a...
Okay, I heard this already. Okay, let's get in.
This machine. Hello. This wall. Cra, my head. Azura, forgive my cursing in a holy place. Is this a holy place? Where am I? And who are you?
I'm Sora Moonflower. We are near Moonmont in Reaper's March.
A strange name to follow an even stranger dream. I circled the feet of Azura, longing to be held aloft. She scooped me up and cast me down. I fell and fell. And now I'm here, in this. Is this a tomb? How did you get in here?
The Twilight Cantor sent me to search for a fallen star near Moonmont. A spirit cat led me here.
Your words confuse me, Shal. A fallen star suggests someone is in great need. And a spirit cat. Azura's claws stir the sand indeed. Let us start over. I am Zerith-Var, Hadalit of the Hidden Moon. I am... Wait. Where is my Moonclaw?
What's a Moonclaw?
A sacred tool of my order. A gift from Azura herself. I am bonded to it. I think I feel it nearby, but I am weak. For our safety, I cannot be parted from it. Please, help me find it, and anything else that might explain how I ended up here.
I'll look around for a Moonclaw and see what else I can find.
Please, the Moonclaw. It is a... what is the word? Armlet? Metal hoop for your wrist, with a stone like moonlight. I would search with you, but I feel very weak. I am not yet ready to get to my feet.
I have some questions first.
You are as inquisitive as a young scholar. Sand collects between my ears and blunts the finer points of memory. Might your questions wait until you return? I am certain I will have questions for you as well.
All right, I'll look around for your moonclaw. We can talk when I return. Okay, so there is a memory. Okay. Okay, so I guess he was dead or something. And there is his blade. Is there anything else I can gather? There is an urn. There is an urn. Let's go the other side. Okay, there is a moonclaw. Give me something. Or not. Okay.
You found it. I thank you, Jarl. Like the moons above, my strength returns to me in phases. Ah, there. It fits like it once did, though its magic seems to have waned. Did you find anything else?
I also found this crescent blade and this stone tablet. I think you should read it.
Very well. That blade seems long neglected. But this tablet, Zerith-Var, this tomb is mine. Memory of my apparent death is slow to return. Pray, tell me, Jarl, what year is it?
It's the year 582 of the Second Era.
Second Era? That cannot be right. Listen, I am Zerith-Var, necromancer of the Order of the Hidden Moon. I know nothing of eras. In my time, we only had years. This tablet says I died fighting a Rajaska. Do you know what this stone means?
I have never heard of the Order of the Hidden Moon. You are a necromancer.
Perhaps not the sort of necromancer you expect. I vanquish dark spirits through Azura's power of redemption. You said we are in Moonmont. Come with me to Ralka. Azura willing, the shrine of my order remains hidden there. You will see.
I have some questions
And I have many questions for you, but my mind and memories are still hazy. I will answer as best I can.
the tablet said you died fighting Rajaska. Did you really die?
I went alone to face the Rajaska Jar, leader of the Pride. I knew I would not survive. And now, I awaken in a tomb. The tablet speaks of my body's preservation. A curious phenomenon. The means or purpose of my survival remain a mystery.
What are Rajaska exactly?
The dark remnants of moon singers vulnerable to the bent dance. Rajaska were a powerful kind of Dromathra, possessed Khajiit, bent to the will of Namira. Worse, the Rajaska resisted redemption, the sacred work of my order.
Bent dance.
The beating of the dark heart of Lorkaj. A haunting and discordant song. Hearing it creates cracks in the soul, and once the void seeps in, it fills its vessel, turning the poor Khajiit into a mindless puppet of the void. A Dromathra.
So you died fighting a type of Thromatra known as Rajaska. Do you remember what happened?
The memory returns, though I do not wish to recount it just yet. I did not expect to survive. It seems my efforts were not in vain. If you have not heard of a Rajaska, then the tablet speaks true. It is a blessing that they prowl Nirni no longer.
You are really a necromancer.
Spirits of fallen Khajiit follow many paths to Azura's crossing. Those with darkness in their hearts can better find their way through the path of redemption. When I use necromancy, I invite forth their spirits and show them the way.
Can I ask about the Order of the Hidden Moon?
I admire your curiosity, Jarl. Most consider it bad luck to speak of the work of my necromantic order. Our path ventures through the dark, yes, but we do not enslave the dead. Through Azura, we open doors to redemption in service to the living.
So you only worship Ashura?
We are Azura's most faithful. I follow her calling. I devote my life to her message of love and redemption. But my duty is not in conflict with the other spirits known and worshipped across the 16 kingdoms.
And what is your duty exactly?
When Khajiit die, love and forgiveness set their souls upon a path toward blissful light. But sometimes guilt and misdeeds cloud that path. Azura commands those lost in the dark must not be left to suffer forever. It was my duty to retrieve them.
And how did you do that?
Necromancy. Adepts of the Hidden Moon call to the void and invite a willing soul back to inhabit a physical form. These dead followed us into battle, fought, and fell alongside us. In service and sacrifice, they see their souls purified.
Where does your order reside?
The Temple of the Hidden Moon lies deep in the Ashen Scar in northern Elsewhere, carved into the long shadows of a desert canyon. But we have shrines hidden in other places too, such as the one we head to now. You will see.
Can you tell me more about your Moonclaw?
It is a most holy totem. Azura's grasp laid over my own. With her strength and my faith, it allows me to invite forth the souls of Khajiit who need guidance to the afterlife. It also allows me to create doors to cross Nirni with great speed.
You can use it to open portals.
At its full power, certainly. Now, I must be careful. The magic has leaked from it during the years I was interred. I apologize, Jal. This all still feels like a bad dream. I am left to wonder why I am here. Perhaps we can find out. Together.
Sure.
I will meet you in Ralka, then. Perhaps everything will make more sense once I step out to see the sun.
So... guess here?
This is all that remains of Ralka? What happened to
This
my
one
city?
warns you,
You
Jeep.
kept the silver
Screaming
and the green
nonsense
lady
in
from
Rokar
harm.
will get you caged.
You're all right.
Control yourself, or the guard will.
I recognize the bones, but the rest, Alfashna. My ancestors did not defy the stripe and death, just to let this holy ground be stamped down to simple tents and stalls. I must be very far from my own time, if this is what Ralka is reduced to.
The city was different back in your time.
If only you could have seen it. I barely recognize what remains. Back in that tomb, I confess I thought you were the senseless one. Now I see the truth. I must have sounded mad going on like that. But you came after me anyway. Thank you.
You said there was a shrine for your order here.
I did. In my time, the Order was respected, revered for what we could accomplish. But we were also feared, and so our sanctuaries were hidden. Perhaps well enough to survive to the present age.
Where can we find that sanctuary?
Just ahead lies the Temple of Two Moons Dance. The entrance for my cloister should be around the back. Let us hope something remains of it. Then may Azura's guidance illuminate why she cast me down to this time.
All right, let's go find this entrance.
Look to the southeast side of the temple's base. An entrance to the Hidden Moon Sanctuary should be there. To think, even the Temple of Two Moons Dance could be left in such disrepair. My fur falls out just looking at it.
What was all that with the city guard?
I made such great haste to get here that I arrived quite parched. I asked one of those traders for a drink of water, and asked how much farther it was to Ralka. When I was told that I had already arrived, I did not react well.
And that's what drew the guard's attention.
I may have shouted a bit, spilled some water, knocked over a display while trying to keep myself upright. It does not matter. I suppose being dressed in these rags does me no favors. But finding my cloister, that is what matters now.
Yes.
The door should be around the back of the temple, on the southeast side. Or perhaps the years have turned it into a sugar stall. We will see. The entrance is here. See how it opens. It recognizes me as a member of the Order, no longer a sanctuary. I had hoped, with Ralka still standing. But no. The Order of the Hidden Moon is no more. How little is left of the world I knew. My clan is gone. Our bones and sanctuaries left to crumble to dust. I do not understand. Why was I sent here? I would rather have gone to the sands behind the stars than be sent back to see this.
There must be a reason. Remember the fallen star.
If my Moonclaw had power, I could invite forth the spirits of those I knew in life. But what comfort or answers could the dead give me? I tread the domain of the living once again. I must do as I did in life to find guidance.
What do you mean?
If Azura sent me back, I do not think it was simply to make me suffer. She must wish me to perform some kind of service. I will consecrate the remains here, and then beseech her for guidance. Will you assist me?
What do you mean? What do you need me to do?
That prayer book. Consult it for what I might say. The sand between my ears persists. I need to be reminded of what I once knew in my heart. All these bones belong to Khajiit I never knew. Through them, I will bid my clan, my family, farewell.
I'll examine the prayer book.
I remember. The rite requires moon sugar water. There should be some in the temple of our...
Walker.
So
This- Ignore the
he
words
wants
of an
to get
inquisitor
drugged.
against Peril Walker.
Eh? Nah.
Ah, you return. Pour the water into the ritual basin, and I will perform the rite. Mother of Twilight, I beseech you, guide these souls to your crossing with dawn's clarity. I seek guidance. This blue flames, how can this be? Blue flames. That is a call to arms, a signal for the hidden moon, a sign that the dark spirit of great power has pierced the veil of Nirni. That tablet you found in my tomb, it said those spirits were vanquished. What could this mean?
The Racheska. Are those the spirits you are talking about?
Rajaska, yes. From what you told me, they have not stalked Nirni in centuries, but now they return. Perhaps this is why Azura sent me back. The knowledge of how to contend with them is lost. We must find these dark spirits and see them redeemed.
How do we find the Racheska?
My Moonclaw guides me. Though weak, I can feel its pull. Somewhere east of here, at the shrine of the consummate Surrender, I believe. I must now humbly ask for your aid. The last time I faced a Rajaska alone, it cost me my life. Will you help me?
I'll help you, but I'm not sure where the shrine of consummate surrender is.
Perhaps it is called something else now. Let me see your map. Ah, Claw's Strike. I shall mark this spot. Thank you, Shal. Though, you are not exactly a stranger anymore. Meet me at the shrine, and perhaps we will overcome these troubles as friends.
I'll meet you there.
Once you reach what is now called Claw's Strike, head inside. I will find you there. I hope I am not wrong in thinking you can defend yourself. There is no telling how much of my fighting skills remain after being dead for so long. We will see.
An inquisitor of the Torval Kuriata tried to stop me outside. He said he followed me here.
Inquisitor for the Torval? What? I do not know what you speak of, but Inquisitors do not sound friendly. Are these Inquisitors like the Twilight Cantors you spoke of?
Not exactly. They are working with Grinze, the Twilight Cantor who sent me after the fallen star.
Well, blessings from Azura that you found me then, and not these Inquisitors. No matter. We must deal with this Rajaska threat before we concern ourselves with this Torval, whatever it was.
You changed out of your rags. Where did you get that armor?
I did not pull it from the bones of my fallen brothers and sisters, if that is your concern. I found a cache of supplies and saw fit to equip myself. But I do not wish to stick out like a broken claw in my travels. What do you think of it?
It looks good. You'll fit right it.
Var, such kind words. Function is more important, of course. But what Khajiit does not like to present a sleek and pleasing form. This is not quite what we wore during my order's time, but it will do well enough to protect me.
What should I know about the Rajaska?
Dromathra are what happens when Namira possesses the heart of any Khajiit. They are creatures of darkness and violence. Rajaska are what happens when that darkness ensnares a moon singer. You still have moon singers in this age, yes?
I'm not sure. What are they?
They are storytellers. But this is a woefully simple explanation. In my time, the strongest singers wove stories into song, casting powerful spells in Azura's name. The boldest among those singers often aided the Hidden Moon.
Are moon singers like twilight cantors?
We did not have twilight cantors in my time, but the name suggests an allegiance with Azura. Perhaps they are not so different from the moon singers of old. I would like to meet one and learn more.
What does ensnaring the soul of Moonsinger make more powerful Tramatra?
It is their songs, a once joyous litany with the power to drive back the darkness, becomes a shadowy dirge, a phantasmal chorus that grows in strength and beckons the drums of the bent dance. The stronger the moon singer, the stronger the Rajaska.
Okay, let's get going. Okay. Okay.
This once honorable shrine now serves as a bandit den. I sense the darkness we seek to the east. That dark corner. My moonclaw tells me that.
Lol.
Clinty, are you all right? I will be fine. We must go after the others.
We will handle it. Join us when you have recovered.
They destroyed a Dromathra.
Walker, and that strange Khajiit from Moonmont. It is too dangerous for you to be here. These Dromathra, the powerful ones leading them, I have never seen the like before. None of us have.
Zerith-Var and I tracked the Traumatra here.
Walker, you must leave. The leaders of this incursion, they are why the Inquisitors conscripted us. To fight back against this dark power. We obliterated as many as we could, but our songs are not enough.
I found Zerith-Var of the Hidden Moon while investigating that fallen star. He led me here.
Those glowing eyes. Is he one of them? I mean, no offense. We just experienced an incursion of many dark spirits. But if you have come to help, Asura knows we could use it right now.
Zerith says Asura sent him here to deal with the Rajaska.
Rajaska? An appropriate name for the powerful spirits. I knew that fallen star was a sign, but now is the time for action, not discussion. High Cantor Viti went after this Rajaska. Please, help her, before more cantors turn to the bent dance.
All right. We'll do what we can to help other Twilight Cantors. Let's head in. Shall we?
Ravith Morna. She is Dromathra now. Rajaska. To arms. Quickly! Besha Anthi Rithanti. I am sorry we didn't arrive sooner. With your spirit cleansed, Azura guides you to her crossing. Now you see what I was trained to do. Khajiit that fall to the bent dance of Namira. I can straighten their tails. The Hidden Moon's purpose was to tend to the immortal souls of all Khajiit, even those that fell to darkness. Do you understand?
And that's different from the Twilight Cantors are doing.
We both saw the effects of their song. It utterly destroys the spirit, banishes it from existence entirely. Moon's mercy. These souls were Khajiit once. Are we so afraid of the dark now that we destroy anything that staggers out of it?
Is there a way you can teach the Twilight Cantors your way of doing things?
Besha Anzi, in my anger I forget my wisdom, but you possess enough for both of us. That must be why Azura sent me here, to show Khajiit of this time the way of mercy through Hidden Moon necromancy. There is just one problem.
What's that?
My Moonclaw's magic wanes. If I am meant to follow this path and teach what I have learned, I must restore it. Just enough power remains to open the portal to the Temple of the Dark Moon. Your help has been invaluable. Will you come with me?
Yes, I'll go with you to Temple of the Dark Moon.
Noctra, grant me luck. Canarthi, grant me haste.
Here?
No, the Dark Moon Temple. It is gone.
Skoma Adeldod Stray. Have you been asleep these past 300 years?
Longer than that, perhaps. Speak plainly.
No one favors the Dark Moon anymore. Ill omens, forgotten men's ancient rites. The Unified elsewhere has no need of these outdated traditions. The Sugar God rules these sands now. Riddle-Thar, they call it. Imagine that. Old Bandar managed to trick the world.
Loss after loss. Were it not for my Hidden Moon training, my heart would be Namira's already for all the darkness these discoveries bring me. It is only because of you and the appearance of Jock here that I do not let grief overwhelm me.
Chuck? You mean the spirit cat? He led me to your tomb.
Did he? I ask Azura for guidance and she sends my cat. I suppose the Moon Mother is not without her mischief. Perhaps this means she did not send me back to give up so easily. My heart had space enough for sorrow of this measure in my life before.
We came to restore your Moonclaw. How can we do that if the Temple of Dark Moons no longer exists?
Let us venture down these cliffs. The temple ruins seem to have been left where they fell. Perhaps, if we sift through the remains, we can still find something carrying the Dark Moon's blessing.
All right, let's take a look in the ruins below.
I pray that searching through the ruins below results in more than sorrow and lost time. I should focus on the blessing of you and Jock to guide me. Just think, I could have been found by someone with far less patience, like that nomad there.
Tell me about Chug.
Ah, my constant companion. I hope he lived a long and happy life after I passed. I found him yowling for help on the streets of Corinth. I took pity, cleaned him up, and replaced his missing eye with a bit of moonstone. You can hardly tell now.
Why did you name him Chug?
It is not much of a proper name at all. A shortening of Jak Khajiit. Kitten, I think you would say. With how sharply the sounds roll off the tongue, it means he is small, but tough. A tough little guy.
You mentioned something about sorrow in your life before.
Kra, do not ask me about that. We have only just met. I want you to think well of me. In all seriousness, it is regret. I have no bent tail, but I walked a bent path. In the end, my misdeeds cost me dearly.
Is that why you joined the Order of the Hidden Moon?
Ha! No! I was a knave and a jeek long before I heard Azura's calling. And long after. Now, it seems I have been given a second chance. Perhaps things will be different this time. It is all still so hard to believe.
Can you tell me more about the Temple of the Dark Moon?
The Dark Moon is the true spirit of Lorkaj, redeemed and made protector of the lunar lattice by Azura's grace. Through him, we of the Hidden Moon find our way through darkness to lead Azura's children to her crossing.
So the Dark Moon gives you power.
Just so, at the height of our training, Hadalit of the Hidden Moon steep ourselves in darkness, so we cannot fall to the bent dance and become Dromathra. We train to walk through Namira's dark without Azura's light.
So how does your Moonclaw factor into this?
It aids in navigating lunar byways to guide souls. A most ancient purpose, given to my order by Azura herself. As such, it must be empowered by something related to the Dark Moon. Something that we search for now.
Well, let's find it.
They did not just let this temple crumble, did they? This new faith tore it down and let the sea wash it away. I took the longer way down, but I am with you now. Let us search these caves.
Okay.
Lich. Heretic. Me? Keskridesi. You found something? Please, let me see that note. Perhaps it will distract me from the knowledge that these once holy catacombs are now a midden. My eyes are glowing. I did not know that. Small wonder these inquisitors seek to kill me.
What do your glowing eyes have to do with anything?
Glowing eyes, risen from the dead. I must remind them of the Dromathra, our shared enemy. They mention a High Cantor Viti here. Was she one of the moon singers we saw at the shrine of... at Claw's Strike?
She's one of the Twilight Cantors. Cantor Krinze works with her.
Crinzy, the little doggy you spoke to, yes? She seemed curious of my nature and presence, but not afraid. Too bad the same cannot be said of her fellow moon singer, High Cantor... whoever. Did you find anything else?
I found this black pearl inside that ruined altar. Can it help to restore your moonclaw?
Moon Mother be praised. It carries the Dark Moon's blessing. In all my years, I have never been called a heretic. Perhaps with your help and my Moonclaw restored, we can drive back the Rajaska and show these inquisitors we are on the same side.
See if that pearl restores your moonclaw first.
Ah, my Moonclaw is restored. But it bears warning of another incursion. Quickly, we must go.
Okay.
This Ovid dwelling. What an eyesore. The young Cantor. And the other one.
Viti, you've done enough. Let them help.
Do not touch her, necromancer.
Are you injured, Zerith-Var? Let me tend to your wounds.
Walker, I am relieved to see you alive. I thought I could trust my mentor with what I learned about Zerith-Var, but she turned right around and told the Inquisitors. Thank Azura you managed to evade them, but I fear you arrived too late.
Too late for what? What happened after we left you at Claw's Strike?
After you left, more Inquisitors rallied us for another incursion here at the Vile Manse. But it was even more of the same. The rest of our sisters were dragged away by that thing, that Rajaska. I failed them.
Track them where?
To the Undercroft beneath the Vile Manse. If my fellow Twilight Cantors are not Dromathra already, they will be soon. And then they will be lost for good. There is nothing that can be done.
Actually, we might be able to help. Let me talk to Zerith-Var.
We are on the same side, Sister Viti. Remember that when next you give testament to the Inquisitors. I fear our little moon singer is right. Her friends have been taken by the leader of all Rajaska. They will be bent, forced to join in a chorus of shadows. Her training has not prepared her to do anything about it. But mine has.
So we can help them.
My friend, you ask a knife to cut, the birds to sing, the moons to rise. Walking the path of darkness in service to Azura is what I was made for. But it is a perilous path. Knowing this, will you still walk it with me?
I'll help you.
Then, as Joan follows Jode, we move as one. a bond of fellowship, of two souls made better by one another. May that bond see us through to the other side of this darkness. Together.
All right, let's go save the Twilight Cantors.
Shake the fear from your heart, Zerith-Var. We will see your cantors saved.
But the Rajastha, do you have a death wish?
Death seeps up from the catacombs. We must find a way.
Okay.
Darkness calls farther in. To the northwest, I think.
So here.
Through there, my moonclaw senses it. These vaults hold relics stained with dark history. I can smell them. The song of the Rajastha. It bends these twilight cantors into Dromathra.
Seya Bimborna, my newborn Rajastha. Sing for them the next verse.
Claws out, my friend. Here we go.
Zerith, you remember this song?
Oh no.
For Zeyabi. With your spirit cleansed, Azura guides you to her crossing. Find peace in her embrace. Quickly, everyone. Let us leave this dark place. I am sorry, Vithantin. I can cleanse your souls, but I am powerless to stop the corruption before it overtakes you.
Oh, this the Twilight's Cantors can do. Quickly, Viti, aid me.
The songs of these twilight cantors can stop souls from falling to the bent dance? In my time, we had no such songs. I am glad to see it. Yet this means they are at greatest risk of being hunted by that Rajastha.
Rajastha?
The leader of the Rajastha, the first of their kind. Her name is Ravith Morna. She will prey on these cantors, rebuild her ranks. I died when I faced her. But then I was alone. Here and now, I think you and I are meant to act together to stop her.
Why do you think that?
Why else did Azura send you to find me? These cantors fear me, except for Crinzy. And the Inquisitors wish to kill me. It was you who found me, guided me, helped me deliver salvation. Now my moonclaw gives a faint pull. It leads me to you, Tamit.
Tamit? What does that word mean?
In my time, it was a word of partnership. If we travel together, our souls will move as twin moons, strengthened by our bond. You see, the world has changed much since my time. There is much for me to explore and learn. I am eager to see it all.
Are you saying you want to travel with me?
I would stand with no one else. We stepped into the light from the shadow of my tomb. Together we struck against the darkness beyond the world. We saved these cantors, and perhaps even made a friend in Crinzy. I am honored to walk at your side.
Okay. So,
When you are ready to hunt the darkness, send for me, my friend.
Takida, Zeyabi, the Rajaska Jar, Hansas,
okay,
High Cantor.
let's have a look.
Who will banish dark spirits if all our kind fall to her song?
Don't say such
Let's
things,
check
Serenza. Do not give in
both
to
new
hopelessness.
companions'
Enlighten.
The
skill
High
I am
lines.
listening.
will figure something out.
So, is this? Okay, so I guess, yeah, this is tanking. Yeah. So there is Crescent Scythe, Perigian armor, and Dark Moon Totem. Okay, yeah. Then I'm pretty sure, yeah, this is healing. These have gas times. What the actual hell? This, yeah. It's not that bad. This is shite. $990 health. Doesn't make any sense. Okay, so this is like a guardian from normal necromancy skill line. Okay, so ultimate is not really that good, I think. Yeah, 5,000 magic damage. Is it even? No. It's not even AoE. Or maybe it is. Range 15 meters. Well, that's... okay. And then it's flame... well, skull ability. And think this is like a graveyard. Yeah. And Strands of Lattice. No idea which one this is. But anyway, let's have a look of Dunlorin. Dunlorin's, I don't even know which class he's supposed, sorry,
Yes?
they supposed to be. Wait. Templar? No. Dragon Knight. Why why Sas made another Dragon Knight? Okay, so I guess, yeah, this is tanking draconic armor. So chains. I think this is pretty much, well, at least almost same as player one. Ah, yeah, it's still that AoE. Empathic fighter. So I guess this is DPS. Yeah. Not really that good. Yeah, this is like a cauterize. More from Dragon Knight skill line. This is quite interesting. They put this one over here, which, to be honest, I think it would be better on DPS line, and put third skill here, healing skill. But anyway, that was both new companions, Zerith-Var and Tanlorin. And I'm curious to see where these storylines go. But anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you on next one. Bye.